I hope you're doing well today. Thanks for being here. I want you to know that there is more out there for you. That feeling that you have in your gut, like you're just disconnected and uninspired, is not abnormal. A lot of us have been in that place. And it's because we've chased something outside of ourselves for a long time in a lot of cases. And we've pursued what we felt like we needed instead of pursued who we were. So today we're going to talk a little bit about the framework of how we got to where we are and what we can do to actually put ourselves in the most exciting, energetic path where we manifest the most interesting things to us and every day feels exciting and full of joy. So we grew up throughout our history with all this external influence, right? Our parents told us certain things. We went to school, we created these certain ideas of success. And in our mind, we had an idea of what we needed to do in life to be successful and make money and buy a house and do all the life things, right? We created this idea in our head. And we spent time getting education and applying for jobs and building a life based on this idea that we created. Years upon years, we spent chasing this idea. And what we did was we crafted an external framework based on all these things we saw outside of ourselves. We traded our I for some version of them. And we've ended up here in this place feeling uninspired because we're not our fullest self, right? We might have made some inspired decisions in the past, but a lot of what we did was based on this external idea of things we saw, we felt that were success. And the most difficult part about this, it gets worse, I hate to tell you, is that we've created some level of safety in this place, right? We've worked hard to get where we are. We've probably gotten promotions, we've gotten pay raises, we've moved to different jobs, we've had some level of success, we might have a home and a car. But we're still left with that feeling like, man, there's just something missing here. And what we've done then is we've doubled down on this path. So not only have we chased this external framework of success, but then we've locked ourselves into the safety that an unaligned path has provided for us. And that makes it difficult for us to move. It makes it difficult for us to make a change that's in true alignment, that's energetic and exciting. So how do we make that change? We have to believe that internally, that spark that we have, that light that we feel internally, I would equate it to when you go out in your spare time and you play a sport that you love, or you go on a vacation to a place that's inspiring, or you see art, right? That inspired feeling. You know, sometimes we go do that and we like away from the daily life for a week or so, and we get back and it all drops back off again, and we feel like we're back to the old place, like we lost our inspiration, right? But there's a way to live life like that, and that is to be courageous in what you feel internally is truly inspiring for you to do on a day-to-day basis. Your future self would look at you and say, I want you to take risk. Your future self would look at you and say, you're undervaluing what you've already learned to date. You have all of the capabilities within you. You dismiss how courageous and tough and resilient you can be under pressure. And you sit comfortably in security because you don't want to lose what you have. But there's a world out there for you that's much, much bigger than you can imagine if you can fearlessly step into it. And that's what your future self would want you to do. Would want you to believe that what you've done to date is powerful in terms of tools. Would want you to understand that the universe is behind you. Would want you to understand that if you put all your effort into an aligned path, it feels easy and you will be supported. All the resources will be provided for you. Your future self wants to look back and say, you did it. You jumped and you traded that little bit of security you had to take a risk and you succeeded in that risk. You stepped up to the challenge and you made it. Can you believe how far we've gotten? That is the place where you can be. Everything will support you if you're willing to step into that excitement. So let's trade this version of them, this success of them, this standard of success, this society's success. Let's trade that for the biggest, most courageous, powerful I that there is, that believes in everything we've done and that believes that we can adjust and adapt as we step into our highest vision, because we can. I wish you the best of luck, and I can't wait to hear about it.